Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Charlotte 49ers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The 49ers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Blazers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
He's going to pass on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And wings it incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Yoder. They're bringing heat. It's complete to the right. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the 49ers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blazers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Getting some heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UAB. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
To the air, it's Yoder. Quarterback extends the play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Might be looking to run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. The hand to the running back. And some room to work. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to go right back to him on first down. At the 45 on his way. He's up to 73 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Blazers have moved it inside the 20. He'll try the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And stampeding through the defense. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
UAB 28, Charlotte 0.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense, follow. This one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, going up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The 49ers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Yoder. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the 49ers are moving quickly down the field.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The 49ers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Blazers. And once he got loose, it was all over. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
35, Charlotte, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They move the tight end all over. Off play action on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On target over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw. It's Yoder. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, UAB. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes with the return. And the returner goes down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That completion delivers a 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They're going back to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the 49ers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. UAB regains gains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The offense lining up for a first down play. They want to run it left here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. They want to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. To throw, it's Yoder. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
From the gun, the running back has it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the 49ers will line up to punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Bringing it back. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safe.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. Here's the give off the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. Touchdown, Blazers. And the stomping has commenced.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts...
Oh, it's loose. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
The Blazers have their offense in high gear.
Get set.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can
Touchdown, UAB! And the route is on. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
66, Charlotte, 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Strong, firm tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
They're trying to get to it. Got his man on the outside. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the 49ers decide to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Give to the single back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Good enough for a first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's good enough for a first down.
Power football with the run. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Finds us back in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Yoder. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Tosses it incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Comes out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He wants to throw here on second down. It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a first down for the offense.
Running to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Blazers headed quickly to the line. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, UAB. And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Yoder. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made after the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. On second down, wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single